Imagine your computer as a city, and all its components are the different neighborhoods and inhabitants that make it run smoothly. Just like a well-functioning city needs strong infrastructure, reliable power supply, and hard-working citizens, your computer relies on a carefully orchestrated symphony of hardware to bring you the digital magic we often take for granted. Well, who doesn't love magic, beautiful cities, and functional computers? That's why we're going to take an in-depth exploration on computer hardware, the intricate components that power the digital devices we love and rely on every day. At the heart of every computer lies the motherboard, the grand central station that connects and coordinates all the other components. You can think of it as the bustling city center, with roads leading to different districts and resources flowing in and out. It's a printed circuit board that acts as the backbone for all the other components. This vital piece of hardware connects and facilitates communications between the CPU, RAM, storage devices, and other peripherals. It features several essential components, including the CPU socket, RAM slots, expansion slots for adding graphics cards and other components, and a chipset that manages data flow between the CPU and other components. Now, let's meet the mayor of our computer city, the Central Processing Unit, or CPU. This little chip is the brains behind the operation, making all the important decisions. This highly complex microprocessor executes instructions and performs calculations at lightning-fast speeds, enabling your computer to run applications, process data, and handle a wide range of tasks. Modern CPUs are equipped with multiple cores, allowing them to process multiple instructions simultaneously, vastly improving overall performance. Additionally, they feature cache memory, a small but ultra-fast storage area that helps reduce the time it takes to fetch data from main memory. It doesn't hurt that they are also much smaller, but they're also fragile, so if you don't want to end up like me just now, make sure you treat them with care. So if the CPU is our good mayor, if mayors were actually good, it needs a team of efficient assistants to keep things running smoothly. One of these assistants is RAM, aka Random Access Memory. RAM is like a group of super-organized office assistants, providing the CPU with quick access to the data and instructions it needs to perform its duties. But if we wanted to be more technical, RAM acts as the computer's temporary workspace. When you open a program or file, its contents are loaded into RAM, allowing the CPU to quickly retrieve and process the information. Unfortunately, its contents are erased when the computer is powered off. This is why computers rely on non-volatile storage devices, such as hard disk drives, HDDs, or solid-state drives, SSDs, to store data permanently. Yeah, you could say it's got goldfish memory. Every city needs a place to store its records and valuable data, right? That's where storage drives like hard disk drives and solid-state drives come into play. These are like the vast archives, holding all your precious files, documents, photos, memories, and that peculiar file ostensibly named homework. HDDs use magnetic disks to store data, while SSDs employ flash memory chips. SSDs are generally faster, more durable, and consume less power than HDDs, but are also much more expensive per gigabyte of storage on average. But what's a city without a vibrant arts and entertainment scene? Enter the GPU, or Graphics Processing Unit. I think I hear about 100 million gamers pitching their tents. This specialized chip is the resident artist, responsible for rendering stunning visuals, animating breathtaking scenes, and bringing your digital world to life. GPUs are indispensable for gaming, video editing, 3D modeling, and performing other graphics-intensive tasks, not to mention mining for that elusive cryptocurrency. Modern GPUs feature hundreds or thousands of cores, allowing them to process massive amounts of data in parallel, enabling smooth gameplay, realistic simulations, and stunning visual effects. Of course, no city can function without a reliable source of power. That's the role of the Power Supply Unit, or PSU. This essential component is like a mighty power plant, converting the electricity, known as an alternating current AC, from your wall outlet into the direct current, or DC, various voltages required by all the other components. A quality PSU ensures stable and efficient power delivery, preventing potential damage or instability. With all these hard-working components, things can get pretty hot in our computer city. After all, anything electric generates a lot of heat, and over the long term, that's bad news for your computer. Thus, every good computer needs a cooling system. Acting sort of like a giant air conditioning unit, it ensures everything will stay cool, Efficient cooling is essential to prevent overheating, which can lead to performance issues, data corruption, or even permanent damage. Computer cooling systems typically employ a combination of heat sinks, fans, and sometimes liquid cooling solutions. Seriously, if you ever get into computer building, you have got to try custom water cooling. It's a blast. You know, is it really a city if it's completely isolated from the outside world? Not really, and that's where input and output devices like keyboards, mice, monitors, and printers come into play. They're like the gateways that allow information and data to flow in and out of our computer city. Input devices, aka keyboards and mice, allow users to interact with their computer and provide instructions. Output devices, like monitors and printers, display information and enable users to view or obtain tangible results from their computers. And finally, we have the computer case, the sturdy enclosure that houses and protects all these vital components. Think of it like a protective shell that surrounds your city, shielding it from dust, moisture, and other environmental hazards. Cases come in various sizes and designs, accommodating different form factors and cooling requirements. And maybe being a source of overcompensation when you get a hilariously over-designed computer case that looks just edgy as F. But hey, I don't judge. Rock the edgiest computer case you want, you edgelord you. Now that we've all met the key players in our computer city, let's see how they work together to make the magic happen. As soon as you press that power button, the PSU kicks into action, providing power to all the other components. The CPU, like the hardworking mayor, starts coordinating tasks and delegating responsibilities, something you may know as a post-test. Need to open a document or run a program? The CPU retrieves the necessary instructions and data from the storage devices and loads them into the RAM assistance for quick access. If there are any visuals or graphics involved, the GPU artist gets to work, rendering stunning images and animations on your monitor. Throughout the process, the cooling system keeps a watchful eye, ensuring everything stays at a comfortable temperature, while input and output devices act as the city's gateways, letting you interact with the digital world. And just like that, the incredible machine we call a computer comes to life, performing complex calculations, displaying vibrant visuals, and executing your commands with lightning speed. Isn't it amazing how all these intricate components work together in perfect harmony? You bet it is, but only if every part is properly connected and in good working order. Cause trust me, this CPU I just fried ain't gonna get you nowhere. Just like a well-functioning city, your computer relies on a carefully orchestrated symphony of hardware to deliver the digital experiences we've come to rely on. By the way, understanding the inner workings of computer hardware not only deepens your appreciation for these remarkable machines, but also equips you with valuable knowledge for troubleshooting, upgrading, or even building your own custom systems. And I'll tell you what, as long as you're careful, there are few things more satisfying than knowing every little piece of your computer that you built with your own hands. So, the next time you boot up your machine to play Minecraft, watch cat videos, or do that report you've been putting off to the last minute, take a moment to appreciate the incredible engineering and innovation that went into creating this technological genius. And never forget, just like any city, your computer needs regular maintenance and care to keep it running smoothly for years to come. Well, that's all for today's hardware adventures, but don't stop here. There is so much more to explore in the fascinating world of computer technology. Subscribe for more exciting videos, and let me know in the comments what other tech topics you'd like me to dive into. Until next time, keep learning, keep exploring, and never stop being amazed by the incredible machines that power our digital world. Now if you'll excuse me, I've got to go to Newegg and buy a new CPU. Oi.